Hi, this is Tamara. I just wanted to talk to you about the Lord as a rewarder. Um, there is no one as generous as God. God is so generous that there is nothing that He will not do for us. He proved that to us when He came to this earth to die on the cross to save us from our sins. Now, Hebrews 11:6, it tells us that without faith it is impossible to please God, because those who come to Him must believe that He is, and He is a rewarder to those that diligently seek Him. Now, in order for us to see the rewards, in order for us to see what God can do in our lives, we must diligently seek Him. A lot of people refuse to seek the Lord, but they expect to receive the blessing. It doesn't work like that. When you if you wanted something, you don't go to work and not do your job and get paid. I mean, maybe some people do that, but that's not reality. You have to do something to get, if you want to see the reward. Salvation is a free gift. No one can earn it. There's nothing you can do to earn salvation. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. So it was God's choice to send Jesus to save us from our sins, and no one can ever earn that. But beyond that, if you want to see God do things in your life, if you want to see other miracles, if you want to see healing in areas in your soul, in your body, there are things that you have to do. You know, those things aren't always automatic. There's things that you need to do, and if you want to see the Lord as a rewarder in your life. Now, I have spent many years, seeking the Lord, and even though I've had my ups and downs, I've had challenges, but no matter what I was going through, I always sought the Lord. I always seek Him, even when I was sad, when I had no money. No matter what the situation was, there wasn't a time in my walk with Him that I've ever just not cared. I've always pursued Him passionately, because where I was before I got saved, I did not want to go back to that place. And like I said, it's not always easy, because when you choose to go after God with everything, you're going to have challenges. You're going to have it's not an easy road, especially if you're living all out for God. And I think that's why a lot of people don't live like that, because it's not easy. You get, but if you pursue, if you live that way, if you walk it out, you will see His salvation. You will see the rewards in your life. Because a lot of people shy away from pursuing God at a greater measure, because they're afraid of the devil. They're afraid that the devil is going to fight them. They're afraid of, the opposition. But unless you fight, you are never going. There's some things that you will never get unless you go through warfare. You have to fight for it. You have to determine in your heart that I want this, and there's no other way to get it but to fight for what you want. So if you're not seeing things in your life the way you should, it may be time that you pursue God at a greater measure, because everything is accessible by faith. And with faith, when you have faith, when you put your faith in God truly, and you believe with all your heart, you have to see the rewards. Even if you don't understand everything, pursue Him anyway. No matter what you're going through, whether you're happy or you're sad, up or down, pursue Him. Because there is so much, like I said, I've gone through many challenges, and no matter what I was going through, God was always there for me. And He always brought me out, because I've always pursued Him. And it hasn't been perfect, but just knowing that He was there, just knowing that I had someone to turn to, that I wasn't alone, because He was there helping me through everything. And sometimes God will even, because you pursue him, he did things for me sometimes that I am just completely amazed by, like shocked, like I couldn't believe he did some of the things, because sometimes I was just pursuing him because I didn't know what else to do, because I've had moments where I was so stressed out that I kept just pursuing him. I've had so many challenges, but like I said, no matter what, I pursued him. That was always my solution to everything. Go after him, pursue him, no matter what. And the enemy, sometimes what people do is, if they have trials, they turn away from God, and then they wonder why, oh, God didn't do this for me. God didn't do this for me. You know, don't turn away from him, because that's just the trick of the devil. The devil knows, he wants you to turn away from God, so he'll try to make your life crazier. Like I said, I've had so many challenges, and come at me, but guess what? I'm pursuing God anyway. I'm going after him no matter what. And the fight gets easier. When you have to fight your way through many things, the rewards are so much greater. The greatest rewards comes with the greatest sacrifices. So don't stay on the sidelines. Don't be afraid, to go after the things you want to because of opposition. Push through the opposition, because on the other side of the opposition is glory. There's so much glory on the other side of the opposition. And when you get to that side, the enemy can't do anything to you. So but so many people don't see that, because they stop short at pursuing. They stop short when the devil come at you, screaming and trying to fight you. So what? He can't win. If you're pursuing God, he has no control. The Bible said, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. If you are in the arms of God, do you really believe that the devil can do anything to you? He can't. And if he's trying anything, he's just bluffing. So don't fall for his bluff, because guess what? The God of peace will bruise the head of the serpent under your feet. So don't fall for the devil's schemes and his tricks. Don't fall for it, because he's just trying to get you off track, trying to throw you off track. And he gets so many people fall for it, and to their own hurt, because they were not willing to pursue God. They were not willing to pursue him, and then they weren't able to see that he is a rewarder. Like I said, God has rewarded me with so many things, even without me even asking him, because I was busy pursuing him, and because I wouldn't back down from the enemy, because I was determined that God was the way and the only way, and I was not going to let anything stand in my way. And to this day, I am still pursuing him wholeheartedly, because life on this while we are in this world, we're always going to have trials, and but the solution is still the same. Pursue God wholeheartedly, and you will see his deliverance. You will see his hand in your life. Your faith will grow at a greater measure. When you have to fight against great opposition, you're going to learn so much, and you're going to grow in your faith to the point where when the enemy comes at you, it's just like, it's nonsense. It doesn't even shake you anymore, because you've already been through it. So I just want to encourage somebody to pursue God wholeheartedly, so that you can see that the Lord is a rewarder, because he keeps his word. If you diligently seek him,